In this video, we're going to explain how the law of dominance governs our inheritance. So, just a warning, there are a lot of terminologies that will be mentioned in the videos. So, in case that you feel overwhelmed, you are free to press on pause. So, for you to be able to digest the terminologies you're hearing. I also divided the explanation into four parts. So you can take the lesson portion by portion or one by one. So first, what is law of dominance? Law of dominance is the law of inheritance, which is proposed by Gregor Mendel, that states that alleles are either dominant or recessive. So later on, we're gonna know what this means, what it means to be dominant, or what it means to be recessive. But right now, we're gonna explain what allele is. All right. So first, let's take a look at this picture on the right. So this is a picture of a cell and its structures inside. So you can recall our lesson about structures of cells. So one of the structure of the cell is the nucleus. And inside the nucleus is your DNA that contains the genetic information or simply the genes or the basic units of inheritance. Okay, so if we're going to take a closer look at this DNA inside the nucleus, so sometimes it looks like this. So just like spaghetti, spreaded surrounding the nucleus, spreaded around the inside of the nucleus. But sometimes, depending on the stage of the cell, sometimes these strands of DNA are arranged into structures like this. So this is the inside of the nucleus already. So a while ago, it looks like this in the inside, this various strand of DNA, but sometimes they are organized like this. Now, this organization of your DNA is what you call the chromosome. So it's important for the very long strands of DNA uh, to be arranged like this. So the genes could be passed on from the parent cell to the daughter cells in cell division. So this is arrangement is very important. Okay, so this is how we pass on the genetic information. Okay, now let's take a look at the parts of this chromosome. So remember, these chromosomes contain the DNA that are just organized in this manner. So chromosomes have different parts. So first, it has two chromatids. So this is chromatid 1 and this is chromatid 2. They're always a pair. During cell division, they divide. Okay? So one chromatid is passed on to the other daughter cell. The other is passed on to the other daughter cell. Okay? So, and each chromatid are connected together on the centromere and they have telomeres. Now, this telomere is very important in our discussion because that is where we can find the genes. All right, now let's take a look at closer at telomere. So telomeres have different locus. So in plural, it's loci. So locus is like a chair for allele. So allele is the one sitting on the chair, which is the locus. So locus is intended for a particular characteristic. Like for example, there is a locus for the color of the flower. There's a locus for the shape of the leaves. There's a locus for the height of the plant, and so on and so forth. Okay, so that is locus. So it's like a chair. The one sitting on the chair is the allele. So allele represent different versions of genes. Okay? So allele is the one sitting on the locus, which is the chair. So there is an allele, for example, in the locus for flower color, there is an allele that says the flower color is going to be purple. There is an allele that says that flower color would be white. So that's the allele that could sit in this locus. Of course, this color of flower cannot sit on another locus because the other locus is intended for another characteristic. Okay? For example, this color of flower cannot sit on the locus for the shape of the leaves. All right? So it can only sit on the locus for the flower color. So in the next video, we're going to explain the different types of alleles.